So thank you everyone for being here. And what a wonderful weekend. And oh my gosh, what a breath of fresh air, actually. Having all of this just go down with all of you, because I've been running around and I felt just so grateful to have amazing people supporting us, actually. And what we're really committed to is supporting you. And it kind of embodies exactly what I want to create inside of collaboration with professionals, is being there for each other. And so one of the things inside of that contribution is we need to know the things that worked. And we also need to know the things that didn't work. And there is the COVID scenario. And I don't want you to assume that because, COVID, we actually do want to hear every little thing that didn't work, okay? No assumptions. Because in order to make this great, in order to make this something that will really make a difference for people, we're really committed to hearing any piece of feedback, good, bad, ugly. And so this period of time is for not only us, but also for you, because we cannot support you if we are not setting the environment in order to do that. So for the next little bit, we're going to hear a little bit from some of you who have taken part in our retreat. And we want to hear from a couple of places. We want to hear what is the biggest thing that you got from the retreat, being here for these 1, 2, or 3 days. And as well, we want to hear something that you think could be missing, and possibly something that wasn't the greatest experience or something that you can see to be improved. And we want you to be really honest. We will also be giving out a survey where you can give your thoughts anonymously, because we're really committed to actually hearing everything in order to improve. Because without our environment improving, we can't be there for you and you can't be there for us. And so we want to know that. And so coming from that place, who would like to share their experience from the past 3 days? Josh?
First up, knowing what this retreat is, if there was another one and I could attend, I would pay the same money and come again. So first up. Second, what I really, really liked about it, and the number one thing that I took away, is what you harped on a lot, is not feeling like I have to do this alone. Feeling like I don't have to have all the answers, and there's people around me that it could be really fun to engage with the people around you. And what we did in some of the brainstorming sessions, so cool to just bounce ideas off people, get someone else to have their view on it. Because these are people's lives we're talking about, and it's silly to think that one person is going to have all the best answers. So that's the number one thing that I took away, and I'm really excited to continue that through the Facebook group. As far as there's a whole bunch of other things that were amazing. As far as room for improvement, one of the things I think was missing for me is more of a sense of relaxation on this retreat. So in the context of health, getting a really good sleep is important to me. Having some time to reflect alone and do some downtime activities. So if there was a way to have the schedule a bit more spaced out, and it's tough because what would you give up? It was all so amazing. But if we could have it a little bit less crammed in, that would make a really big difference for me. One other minor thing is if we could negotiate or coordinate with them a little bit better on the food situation.
Yeah.
Lots of carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think those pieces were missing a little bit. Overall, just a really amazing experience, though. And I'm not sure what the other points were that you wanted me to hit, but is there anything else specifically you wanted to?
I think that for next time, if it were there, I guess it would be more speaking towards missing, maybe something that wasn't even here at all. That if we were to bring that in, or if we were to bring that in, it would make a difference.
And so in the context of busy professionals being here, or in the context of health professionals?
Busy professionals being here, yeah.
So I think one thing that would be really cool is to have a way for them to get hands-on experience with some of the meal prep. So for example, getting some experience and some say in the groceries we get, getting to participate in some of the cooking, and maybe having more of a structured, larger teams post-COVID, having actual teams and then giving responsibilities for the health of the whole retreat to each of those groups, and then having the health professionals help support that. That way, when they go back, they have not just experience taking care of themselves, but they've experienced taking care of a group, which I think a lot of them have in their day-to-day anyways. So those are my
So unfortunately with the retreat, I did ask, but we're not allowed to bring our own food and cook. That's why we couldn't do it. That was one of the things I really want to do, actually.
It was in our original structure, actually. And so I appreciate you saying that, because like we had stated, and even in your speech we stated, it's making ourselves irrelevant. It's empowering the person to take care of their environment and themselves. And so that's truly like what we want to create, because it creates a really practical use case for health professionals as well to directly impact the environments. And so 100%, that is what we're really committed to. And thank you, Josh.
And actually, one other thing I want to add that was really valuable here is just in the context of collaboration. It's really expanded my vision and how soon it could happen that we could have a really, really big impact, right? Thinking in the context of every single person here with a similar dream making a difference. All of a sudden, you know, that 10-year plan is like, you know, a year or something like that. So that's really exciting for me.
Amazing. And I just want to say just a little thing to repeat back to you, because I think it's very important. So the spacing of the tasks, so you have more downtime, and so that you're able to collect your thoughts and integrate what you've learned, and you know, transition a little bit more on your terms. Is that kind of what you're getting at?
Yeah, I think, and it's so that, and just in the context of more recovery and having more time to absorb it. I feel like I might have gotten more out of this if there was a few less activities and I was able to show up more like recharge and like some anticipation for the activity, as opposed to, oh, we need to be here. We need to be here. So you got that.
Amazing. Yeah. Thanks, Josh. Thank you so much. Oh,
I agree with those things. And I just had an idea pop into my head of one way to condense it already. Those brainstorming sessions were all fantastic, but I felt like a lot of the time when we did them, mind, body, the specific ones, they kind of overlapped anyways, because we had so many good ideas. Almost like those cases probably could have just been like one a little longer session with just talking about all the different aspects in one, and saying which parts relate to which, and could be together. We could still separate them, but be together. That's just a direct suggestion. You know, I also agree with the relaxation. I would think it would be better to have a bit more relaxation alone and/or recreation time to get to know each other, not just brainstorming.
Yes, I totally agree. Like more time to collaborate and to get to know one another, and also condensing everything down into a longer single session. And you know, this is why it's beautiful to just give it a try, because originally we had it as one big session, and I think it was either, I don't remember if it was me, whoever it was, someone mentioned we should break it up, and so it's really great to hear that you know, a longer singular session might be better, and something to try in the future. So thank you for that.
Thank you. But overall, yes, fantastic, of course.
Awesome. Yeah. We don't only want to hear like the praise stuff. Like, it's in order to actually like craft the environment. Like I'm actually very interested in the things to improve it, and also what you're left with too. So anyone else?
Okay. Because of the mosquito issue, I'm not blaming you, but I had to hide the first day in the room just because I was like so itchy. So I don't know if I missed the icebreaker. But if there wasn't an icebreaker, whatever happened on Friday night, I'd encourage that. Just so people to feel comfortable, because I guess I didn't participate in a lot of things because I wanted to do my own thing, because that's what I do. You know, I was like, nah, I don't want to learn about school. I'm going to go have adventures and explore, because that's what I like to do. So I think I'm only starting to feel comfortable now, and it's like the last day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right.
And just like more time for adventures and just relaxation. So people can sort of customize the retreat, and so they can make it their own. And that's what I did. I just went and spent time with the animals and spent time in nature, and came for dinner and said hi to a few people here and there.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And making more time to have there be collaboration and icebreaker, like that type of stuff is so important.
And also, like, maybe if people could just, I don't know if people stated what they wanted to get of the treat on the first day or night.
Yeah,
Because
we
I
did.
wasn't
Yeah.
here due to
The journal?
No,
mosquito
the expectation
itchiness.
which Josh ran the
Yeah.
session.
Did I miss that?
Yeah.
I guess so, yes.
Okay, so yeah.
And to like with respect to the mosquitoes, I do apologize.
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
just-
one of those
yeah.
things that I mean,
No.
you know, I didn't. I mean, I could have. You know how they have like this engineering of the mosquitoes, and then it kills the
No.
population. No, I'm just kidding. But no, truly, like it's something that I wasn't even thinking about, and having an inside space that would actually work with the audio as well would be something in the future that we would definitely look towards. Yeah.
There is, yeah. There is.
It's an extra cost. That's why we didn't get this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tons of reverb too.
Mm-hmm. That too. Reverb. Reverb is like sound off of walls.
I've been like first suggesting for them to like put some screening around here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's for the ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Just 'cause I don't know, I just like highly allergic to those mosquitoes, so I just developed some anxiety towards them.
Mm. Yeah.
Because it's just so
They're a pesky
itchy,
pesky
I
bunch
have to just
of bugs.
deal with all that itchiness.
Yeah, totally.
Took away from the experience, but
Yeah. Your comfort was taken out and your focus wasn't able to be on the retreat. It was kind of like your itchiness. Yeah. No, I appreciate you letting us know. Thanks, Candace.
anyways, like, I know you put a lot of effort and your heart into it, so
Of course, but it's still a valid thing.
yeah, also to acknowledge you for that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Candace.
Yeah, first of all, again, my sincere gratitude. This retreat was phenomenal, and I really had an amazing time. So I want to make sure that's clear. In terms of some practical things, two things that are actually very much related. The first one is I would have appreciated more time to offer like my class, for example.
Mhm.
And I feel like in general, particularly for movement flow, I like to do a minimum hour and a half
Mhm.
to actually offer the experience as I believe it is meant to be offered in some way. And that's just for me personally. And then the other thing is like I feel quite cognizant of time when I checked in with the time with you and I was like, how much time you have left? And I was like, oh crap, it's only 10 minutes. I ended quite promptly in the time that I was allotted. And so, and that's just myself as well. But I think I would have appreciated someone who had almost like a stage manager role of coming around and maybe not being like, with a whip, but being a bit more stern with, hey, like this is the time you have. Let's keep to our time schedule. And having a bit more clarity around that so that everyone does get their fair share of time and everyone has their opportunity to be seen and heard in that way. So that's all. Yeah.
And I think too, like getting to know more details about the individual health professionals and what they offer too would be useful for me to engage you in conversation too, because making assumptions isn't fair in order to have it work with the schedule. And I'll be honest, I guess it would be about like 5 p.m. yesterday. That's when my sense of control with time completely left me. And it was a conversation with David actually, just about having production be present, like a production team of sorts, where they could take on the tasks of like where things will be, because my mind was being diverted. Anyways, excuses. But truly, like I appreciate it because and why we really wanted to do this is in communication with health professionals. It's very difficult to understand what we do without seeing what we do. And so it's made a very huge difference for me and us to actually hear and see what everybody wants, needs, and everything to grow. So thank you, Damien. Anything else?
No, that's great. Thank you.
Awesome.
First of all, awesome retreat. I loved being here. It helped me distress a lot. I'm feeling more relaxed, at ease with nature. My small suggestion would be that maybe print out the itineraries on paper and hand it out to everybody, just because not everybody knows how to open the things from the email. Like it may seem easy, or people just don't think about it sometimes, or get the emails. Like when you have a piece of paper in your hands, right? It's so easy to check it, take it out. and look what you're doing next. And this is my small suggestion.
Amazing. Thank you, Kiefer. And it's so true. I don't check my email. I'm not reliable for that, getting there. And you know, having the user experience or like whomever be able to access the information. And you know what? Truly, we had to adjust some of the things because the hike, obviously, it wasn't going to happen the way that we envisioned. And so, you know, having people be willing to be adaptable, like Daniel, to offer qigong and do an exploration and sort of like a moving meditation in another regard, like it's just awesome. And I think that giving that awareness to you, yeah, we're definitely very committed to that. And with all of that, we will be sending out a survey to get information from everyone. But I'd like to change gears a little bit, where I'm going to give the microphone to Sasha now. Oh, one more.
Sorry, I'll be quick.
Yeah.
So thank you. Very, very grateful. It's been amazing. I won't go on about that though. But you get my gist.
I do.
A couple of things that I just wanted to share that I think that could add some extra value to the weekend. One, in relation to the itinerary being printed, just in the consideration of the environment, perhaps sticking them up in each of the rooms or on the windows where the names of the buildings are, maybe, so it's less printing but people have really easy access. Then when there's changes, you guys can, or someone can go and make those changes, and we've got easy access. And the other thing that I really noticed this morning was when we have, and it would be really important for you know, busy professionals and other people doing the retreats going into the future, when we do something like we have done in the morning, like a meditative practice or that kind of thing, I once did a retreat where there was a silent breakfast after that. So it really allows you to integrate that meditative experience rather than, you know, you just, it's almost tokenistic to do that meditation and then jump straight into the chit chat and the noise and, you know, everything else that goes on in your normal everyday practice. So yeah, just being able to have a bit of space to integrate that. And also just reiterating about the time, because yoga classes generally are a little bit longer than 20 minutes and for people to get full benefit from those experiences, I think, yeah. But amazing practice run. I loved every bit of it. It was really good, and I'm so grateful to all of you.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
When you were saying about the breakfast, how would it work the opposite way, having breakfast and then the meditation?
It's so beautiful to do the silence. Sorry.
It's the silence post the meditation, yeah. And it's better for your body to do the meditation before breakfast anyway. Yeah, it's just having that downtime so it integrates.
Amazing. So what I'm hearing is more integration from task to task, and that's something that I'm committed to. Oh, Tracy, that's okay. So it's like what I see for the future is more integration of you know, between the health professional before and after. Like, what could this look like in transition? Yeah. Thank you.
Just next steps for moving forwards in terms of what we have in store for Fuel Life is our official launch date is September 1st, and that is when we hope to host the individual health transformations. And then simultaneously, we'll be working on the corporate retreats as we develop partnerships with different corporations and businesses that are interested in working with us. And the help we would like from all of you here, if you are interested, is to join us as a health and wellness professional to develop content, whether it be teaching classes or providing videos or consulting with clients in one-to-one sessions and being available online digitally via the Fuel Life app. And we are flexible in terms of working around your schedule. So it's whatever you wish to commit to, whatever works for your schedule. We're not asking for anyone to go all in and, you know, create programs for us individually without any support and to dive right in. It would just be something that suits your lifestyle, something that you are passionate about, and something that you would like to share or feel that is missing in current programs that are offered out there. So if you are interested, we have sent out the PDF version of the General Services Agreement. There's also the copyright policy, privacy policy, and then the website terms and conditions. And Cam will be sending out a PandaDoc version that you can sign digitally if you are interested in creating like a contract with us to have us sign you on as a professional. Our website will be going live as well in the works in the next coming weeks, just once the photographs and the videos are processed. And you'll be able to see there as well more about what we do if you'd like a refresher. And you may even see some of your own pictures there, which is very exciting. This is a very beautiful place to have those pictures taken. And for the presentations that we had during the retreat, we'll post them on the Facebook group, as well as we can answer any questions that may come up once you go home and have some time to digest. And like Cam said, we'll be sending out the survey, so all of your feedback is super valuable and will be incorporated for sure for future.
And I think just to add, so when we're talking about the individual wellness, we're talking about delivering the program on the Feel Life app. So for the health professionals that have worked with us in our trial runs with Susanna and Christine, you guys kind of had a taste of what it's like, you know, to be working with us and delivering content for those 8-week programs. So for those that haven't, you know, and you kind of want to get a better idea of what it looks like, what you can contribute, how does the interaction with the customers look like, you know, feel free. We can definitely have a conversation after this, so we can tell you a little bit more about the experience and what to expect and things like that. So that's, like Sasha said, that's our goal for September 1st. And as we mentioned, we'll also have our Shopify merchandise store. And as mentioned, a percentage of our profit from every single item is donated back to help local charities. So that's also very important to note. And I think just overall, just want to thank you so much all for coming. It's been a lot of fun. And it's been really interesting because I've tried a lot of workshops and learned about a lot of you know, exercise routines I've never even thought I would try. And I tried it and I'm like, wow, this is really exciting and interesting. And just seeing you guys all doing what you love doing and so passionate about it, it just makes me feel very inspired. You have anything to add, you two?
I don't think so. I don't think I have anything else to add. I mean, fine, I'll add one more thing. So the one thing that I will say is that we have an opportunity where Susanna, actually, who works at Van City, she has the opportunity of leading a pilot program to impact call center employees that have transitioned from in-office to remote work. And these are the people that really need our support right now. This is like on scale in our communities, living in Vancouver, high rental prices, everything. People are moving away because now they can work from anywhere. And there's a big, huge demographic and a very big pain point that is very prevalent right now because everybody's been witness to COVID. There's restrictions that are being relaxed, actually, for this space. And so I wanted to add this in because what's out there right now in the world is people are gaining weight and people are more sedentary and their routines have been tripped up. And when routines are tripped up, it makes it more likely that these people are going to fall into patterns of coping and escapism. And so what we're looking to do is we're looking to, like those profiles that you spoke about, these individuals who have different lives, that have different circumstances. We want to hear and listen to them. We don't want to fix them. We want them to be the architects of their own life. Stealing from you, Josh, because that is exactly what we want to create for people, is for them to take back the power so that they can engage in their life and not just have life happen to them. It's their life to live. You know, it's not happening to them. So that's the last thing I'll say, because I could probably say more, but I will go on tangents. And then Travis? Okay, yes.
One more thing I wanted to add is just that the General Services Agreement, I forgot to mention the due date we're looking for is August 31st. just in preparation for a September 1st launch date. So I realize and acknowledge that this is a tight timeline, but we'll try our best to send out the Panda doc as soon as possible.
And sorry, I have one more thing to do. I forgot to mention, like, you know, you guys all know what Feel Life is all about. So if you think there's any good fit, either as a member to participate in the health transformation or a health professional that you think would be a really good fit for us, feel free to like let them know, ask them to follow us on social media and help us spread the word, because obviously, you know, you are the people that we want. So you would have a good idea of what the people we're after as well.
Yeah.
So.
Our Instagram is fuellife.ca, and same with our Facebook handle and our website.
And with that said,
Yeah.
let's stop there because we're committed that we don't continue to go overtime on everything.